But no, man, yeah, Bob Hanna was an insane rider, too. Roger DeCoster, all them.
If you're talking about legends, you can't talk about legends without bringing up Kenny Roberts.
Kenny Roberts.
Man.
Oh,
hey,
man.
did you ever get into the GP racing and the superbike racing and any of that kind of? Oh man, that's awesome. There's a race overseas called the Isle of Man.
The Isle of Man.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
The Isle of Man is coming to take everything you
That's
own.
where Wolfgang's from, dude. The Isle of Man's over the pond somewhere over there. So what we need to do is, maybe Wolfgang can cover that.
Shout out to the Isle. Alright. You know, I really like this Gold Peak tea. I tried the Arizona sweet tea.
Yeah.
And the Arizona, you can still get the hint of lemon. You know, if I wanted a damn lemon tea, I'd buy the damn lemon tea.
The tea that says lemon on it.
You know, if I want sweet tea, I'm going to get some sweet tea. Now, Gold Peak,
it doesn't have the lemon in it.
Right.
They probably do have lemon, but it says lemon on the label, right?
Yeah.
We don't want lemon tea, fella. That's for girls.
Right.
That's for gaylords, as Ed would
Yeah.
say.
Are we gaylords? No, we're not.
Let's make a pact right now. If Ed comes back, if you talk shit, you can knock him out.
All right.
Hey, you said you're going to get ready to talk. If he comes back, knock his ass
Yeah,
out.
you know what?
Hey, it's
Come
just
into
us
our
here.
new studio.
He's on my private property.
By the way, this new studio up from, congrats to Zombie. Really cleaned out his awesome shop here. A little bitty rat cage.
I moved some pools, the table saws, and stuff out of the way so that we might have a place that...
You know, it's a rat cage. I'm not going to lie. It's a rat cage. But hell, dude, we're making it, you know. We're making it happen. And we're blessed
if we
to
can
do
it here, that's it. We can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
So hey, there's one thing. It's only up from here, right?
It is. It really is.
And I don't think I would be happier if I was with some gold-digging bitch and I was a millionaire.
You went there.
In my penthouse suite.
You went there.
I would go there because you haven't had the chance to make a small fortune and spend it a couple of times, you know.
You know, I'm still young and dumb. I'm young and dumb, but I am
Generation
very
Gap Radio might do is to teach some of the younger folk out there and yourself what kind of to do some of the situations that you do get into. Some things you can't really control. The stock market falls out. Your boss just doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
You know, I went through kind of a deal like that at a job.
And by the way, my old boss, if you're listening, you can go fuck yourself, okay?
We're trying to set a good example. We're trying to set a good
And I'm trying to,
And my old boss, if you're still listening, you can still go fuck yourself 2 years later.
I mean,
man, my ex-girlfriend's
Big
dad was
old
actually my
donkey
friend,
dick.
okay, right? And, dude, he conned me into so much shit, dude, and it really ruined me. And I had to get the hell out of Odessa. It was pretty bad. But, you know...
What do you mean he conned you into shit? Like,
Fucking
you do this
con
now,
artist.
I'll help you later? Carrot on the stick type stuff?
It was kind of like he was making
fucking carrot on the fucking stick.
More than what it was going to be, you know, trying to tell me this is the best shit in the world to do.
That's it.
That's
the carrot on the stick, sir.
Well, you know, like, I wanted to do my own stuff, and I told him that I wanted to weld, you know. I was like, I want to be a welder, man, and he said that he was a great welder back in the day in Abilene, Texas, and I was like, man, I don't know, dude. He didn't really just seem the type of welder. So we got him back into welding. You know, we were like, hey, dude, can you weld this for us? We need it. He fucking sucked.
Test.
Yeah, you know, he
When they
fucking
came down
sucked,
to it.
man. And he's like, I haven't picked it up in a couple years. Well, I understand, dude. Like, you need to get your
But
hand
anyone
back in
that
it.
welds, baby, knows. You do a little bit of a test weld on a scrap piece, and you get your seat, you get your leg
Yeah, well,
about
he
you a bit.
He didn't do a test.
And
though.
if
He
you're worth
just
the
went
shit,
into it.
if you're worth the shit, you do a little test. You figure out what you're going to weld to. You knock that shit out. And like that's just one of those things. You can talk about it all day long.
Yeah.
And I've had friends that will sit there and talk about what they're going to do to their motorcycle all day long. And by the end of the day, I've already rebuilt something.
You know, it does suck, but you know, he really just tried to get me to, like, and he was, like, overprotective for some reason, you know? Like, thinking I was his son and shit. I told him, dude, I was like, man, I got it, Dad. You know, and he started talking to my mom.
I'm a grown-ass man, fool.
Yeah, like, he started talking to my mom and shit and telling her a bunch of stuff that was really bad, you know, and it really got me and my mom on the fridge. And, like, by the way, like, I respect my mother to the day I die. Like, I love her to death. And, it, you know, if you ever think you're cool for doing drugs and shit, wait till your mother finds out and she tells you that if she ever finds you doing it again, that she'll disown your ass and look at you with a serious face, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is horrible, and I feel completely bad for that, and I want to apologize to my mother for that on live radio right now. This is really, you know, my mother is everything.
Dude, that's exactly what this program is about.
I treat my girl like a princess when I was raised by a queen.
We were talking, I write some comedy. I like to write jokes, I like to write comedy, and I had picked up a Christian comedy CD, and I'm trying, it's irrelevant what it was, but I thought, you know, that would be a good facet to go into, you know, to write some Christian comedy. And I started writing some comedy, and then I was telling CarCar here that I don't think I could perform it without dropping the F-bomb.
I mean, we want to live our daily life, you know? We want to be as real as we can with y'all.
We're not going to put on airs, in other words.
Yeah.
If we ever start doing that, hey, we might each make a couple $1 million. We're always going to be there for a fan, and
we won't let fame.
We're not going to put on airs. Yeah,
we can promise you that. But we're not in it for the fame. You know,
if I wanted a lot of money, dude, that would be.
You know, like if you, like yes, if it's God's will and you want us to, you know, you like us enough to where they think we're, you know, able to be even close to being famous, like hell yeah, that'd be cool. But guys, we're average Joes. You know, we live average. That's in our blood. We know it. You know, celebrities don't have that. They've grown up into it. That's all I'm saying.
And no, but you know what? I agree with you. But there are, hey, some of you celebrities out there, we do respect you.
Yes,
we do know that there are some out there, grounded people, and I'm going to bring one up right now. His name is Joe Rogan. Yes, from Fear Factor and the comedian.
Shout out Joe Rogan Experience right here. Spreaker Podcast, baby, 2 years later on the same station. What?
Podcast. I know you've never heard it before, but yeah.
And the late great John Wayne, great actor.
Oh yeah, there you go, John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Hell yeah.
My grandfather, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you could see me right now, but my grandfather, dude, he's got this window, okay, that is right in front of his sink that looks outside, and he likes to get his beer like it's a shot of whiskey and put it inside his little bitty cup that's maybe 5 inches tall, okay?
Right.
He fills it up, and he just sits there, and he puts his hands on the table, and he cocks his hip just like John Wayne did. He loves John Wayne. He can act just like him. He's the best imitation of him I've ever seen. But he sits there, and then he just drinks that beer and just enjoys it while my grandmother's behind him nagging. Man, shut up, woman! I can do what I want. I'm an old man.
My grandparents would cuss each other out with 100% love.
Yes.
My grandmother would be in there cooking, and she'd be saying, "What the fuck you want, you motherfucker?" You know, and my granddaddy was the nicest old guy on the planet, big old dude, and he would be like, what are you cooking in there, honey? And my grandma would be like, "I'm cooking fried farts and pickled assholes."
Yeah. Well, you know, my grandma, she yells at my pawpaw every day. It's about stupid stuff, you know. But that's a grandmother for you. She's going to yell. But the grandpa takes it like an average grandfather, you know. He's like, "Woman, you know, if I had to tell you one more time, I hope you die before me. I hope you die. I'm going to outlive you, you know."
Right.
Like, I I swear, if I die before him, I'm gonna haunt him in my dream or in his dreams. You know, that's how my grandma puts it. And dude, it's awesome. You know, they love each other. You know, she had surgery and
has a poster.
Yeah.
Baby Mills hat.
I'm telling you.
I have a permit. I like.
Shout out to Pawpaw and Grandma and Grandma. I love y'all.
Whoa! Shout out to my grandparents. They're on the other side, fellas.
And God bless her heart. She just had a stroke just the other day, or a couple weeks ago, and she fell. And she broke her femur too, but she fell about a year after her surgery, and she hit her face, man. It didn't break anything, but it just bruised it real bad. It looked like someone took a baseball bat to her face.
Damn, that's no good.
Yeah, she bruises like a plum, or like a peach.
So she will be in all of our prayers.
Yes, yes, sir, she will be.
And I'm laughing. I don't know.
She's peachy.
All right. Hey, I just wanted to say that this radio show should not be condensed and inhaled for euphoric purposes.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't do that.
Can you layman's terms that, sir?
I have no idea.
You just I wrote. This is something that thought of your mind.
I think it's time for another slice of chocolate cake.
It is.
Our chocolate cake's all gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, fudge.
Well, I'm going to have to go on a cake run.
Well, go on a cake run, and actually, ladies and gentlemen, we'll turn some music on for you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
We're going to
idea.
take a quick bathroom break, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Hi,
everybody.
We're back. Man, I had to go and get a little bit of cake because we had about a couple slices of cake in here. And you can't do a radio show without chocolate cake. As my older brother Kenny knows, it'd be tough to do.
And I kind of want to say, man, I do kind of cuss sometimes, but when I said something about the cats earlier, about the P word, when I was like, I love the P,
I love the pussy. Come on.
I don't mean to say it like that. It just comes out of my mind. I don't think
Yeah,
before I speak sometimes.
That's why we do this show.
If that was disrespectful, I'm sorry, but
And if everybody, if we don't take time to apologize for anything that offended you, then I just want to let you know. No, I'm not going to say it.
I'm not going to say
I was going to say something,
but
really politically.
But anyways, guys, you heard something about on the radio just a minute ago about another station. Like we said, we're average Joes trying to just barely come into this industry.
That's it. We don't have a producer.
But it's comical.
We don't have a producer sitting in here turning knobs and stuff on the other side of a glass.
Yeah.
Shout out, Flip. Much appreciation. Flip, flop.
We want to.
And that's what podcasting is about.
And it's fun,
And I don't think that there would be any harm in that radio station knowing that
we were a part of
a little bit of our intro music or whatever.
Yeah, that radio station's out of business now.
What do you do?
That's it.
What
we do is we make a motherfucking podcast.
What do you do?
There. That's it. What do you do, man?
We're not
That
going
is
to
a
make
question
Excuses.
of
We're
the
going to make
right there on the
something
board.
happen.
Okay, we're putting it on the board. What do you do?
What do
What do you do?
And while we're writing that on the board, I'm going to just take this opportunity to let people know that we're coming at y'all from Angleton, Texas. We're probably 10, 15 miles from the coast, from the Gulf of Mexico. And all of the background noise you heard earlier was rain. We almost got rained out of here. We almost had to do our podcast from the front seat of a pickup truck.
Yeah, our studio last night was a pickup truck. That was cool. It was my brother's Dodge. That was awesome. It was
great acoustics and
Dodge. And great trimming. The trimming was great too. But question of the day: what do you do? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Zombie.
Chicks gathered around the outside of the truck while we were fucking podcasting.
Okay, I got a rhetorical question for you.
All right, you got a root beer. You got a L. An L, okay, you got an L, and then you got a lager. You got a You got a good girl. You got a kind of a bad sinner, but